Hey everybody, it's Heather the Crochet Witch, and hopefully the fan doesn't bother you too much. I think I've had it on before and it hasn't really made any noise, so hopefully that's true. But if you didn't hear the crinkling, I have a yarn haul. I have 2 yarn hauls. I'm going to split them into 2 videos because this one in my lap is Michael's, because I found clearance there, if you remember from my video last week. I think it was on my podcast, and that was at the smaller Michael's, so we went to the bigger Michael's and I found more clearance, and then we'll talk about the Joann's trips, plural, in another video. Yeah, I think that's another video. So, without further ado, so I went to the bigger Michael's, and first things first is I got this bag of goodies. I can't wait to put these away now. I've been waiting to video this for like a week to show you guys. But I got, even though these were not on clearance and not on sale and all that, I got the creme or cream cotton creme. I got this one in, where's the colors? It says coral, and I paired it with mustard. If you didn't think I would do that, I don't know why, because yeah, if this was just a little more orangey maybe, that would have been better. But I also got light gray to pair it with. What do you guys think about these? It's really, really soft. This is, it's a Loops and Threads brand. It is 432 yards, 7 ounces, which is 395 meters, 200 grams. I'm just looking, the fiber content is 87% cotton and 13% nylon. So I thought 3 of these together would really make a cute bag. It is really, really soft. So I don't know. We'll see if that's what it ends up being. But I really love these 3 together. I wish that they had like a different yellow or a different orange, so it's less coral and more orange. And I wish that they had avocado green, and I wish that they had brown. But as far as my colors, these are what we're gonna go with. So I think at the bigger Michael's, this was all I got. I still really want to get the coastal cotton that I was mentioning from the podcast too. Like, I really want it, but this Michael's, even though it was the bigger one, like at first I almost missed the display, and then I realized the display only had like 3 colors, and yeah, I just didn't. I will get different colors. Sorry, my face is really splotchy. I think it's broken out from the masks that I have to wear at work. It's gross, you guys. Anyway, that was off topic. So anyway, then what I went to the Michael's for was actually clearance stuff, and excuse me, specifically I was looking because the other store, the smaller store, they had none of this left. They had like 1 random color left or something like that, or maybe there was like 2 skeins of it in 1 random color. But I really wanted the brown. But I believe all of the Barcelona line is on sale or on clearance, and I'm guessing, sad face, that they're getting rid of it. So I found 3 balls of the brown, which is called, if I can find it, it's called Onyx. And I guess it does have like black and gray in it too. I just call it the brown one. See that? See the brown in it? This is the stuff that is a lot like puzzle yarn. It's 328 yards, 7 ounces, which is 300 meters or 200 grams. It's a bulky 5, and for the fiber content again, it's 100% acrylic. So, and it is really soft, and I bet this is going to be really nice to work with. And I almost bought the pink that they had, but then when you see what else I got, I didn't because of all the other stuff I ended up getting. But, so I got 3 of those. And then, I got hidden away, like, I don't know if your Michaels is the same as mine, actually as my multiple ones are, but, in both of them, there's not only where there might be like yarn marked on clearance on the shelves, and there's usually, like an island or whatever that has them, but there's also like a little clearance section. And if you remember, I got the green and gold version with I think some browns in it of that 70s yarn, and I said that there was another color I paired with it, which was like oranges and golds, that I had to buy the package or 2 that I have off of lionbrand.com because that store never had it. My store had a few. So this is Groovy, and the other one that I bought was Shagadelic with the greens and like the olive greens in it. But this is the orange and golds that I like to want to pair with that to make either a rug or a blanket. I mean, probably can be used for either or, but yeah, this is the shaggy, like the shag carpet stuff, which I want to say, let's double check, but I want to say, so that's Groovy. This is 95, I thought it was 100% acrylic. This is 95% acrylic and 5% polyester. And each one of these is 3.5 ounces or 100 grams, which is 38 yards or 35 meters. So I got those because, okay, and I forgot to tell you, these were on sale for $3.97, the Barcelona, and the 70s yarn was $2.97. So that's a really good deal. I can't remember how much they were full price, but they were definitely more than that. I wonder if this would be a good, I highly doubt I'm going to end up getting that as a icon or a thumbnail, but we'll see. And then, let's see, let's go with this first. If you remember, the last Michaels store had wool-like, and there was some colors were on clearance, but not all of them. And I found like 2 chocolate browns. I think they're actually called chocolate. Found 2 chocolate browns, and wool-like is like a #1 yarn, I believe. Yeah, it's a #1 yarn, and there's like a ton of yardage in it. There's 678 yards, 3.5 ounces, 620 meters, 100 grams of the yarn because it's thin yarn. And I had said that I wished I could have found like an orange to pair it with or something, because, you know, me and the browns and stuff. What I found, though these were not on clearance at this Michaels, they were at the other ones and there was none left of them. I found these 3 colors that I thought would go really good with the chocolate brown. Yeah, I was thinking maybe like, even if it's just like a regular triangle shawl or something, and it's mostly brown, and then I did like a stripe of each of these, and then more brown, and then a stripe of each of these, or even like brown in this, brown in this, brown in this, I don't know, something like that, I thought would be really cute. And like I said, it's really thin. It's really thin. And it is called wool-like. Wool-like. But it is, the fiber content in it is 85% acrylic and 15% nylon. And it's really, 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 really soft. So like this would make a really nice shawl. I wonder if I could knit something cute. Since I've said before, I'm a very, I've learned to knit first, and I taught myself how to knit, and like, I thought I was like the bomb at knitting when I did knit. And now looking at it, I'm like, yeah, I really didn't knit very much or very well, but maybe I could, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what this ends up being. I think it's going to be a shawl, I just don't know what kind of shawl yet. So, there's that. And I've been trying to save like the best for the last, or whatever, the best for last. But, is this the last? Let me see, okay. So, what I found on clearance was, if you guys know me, you know my excitement to find these for $3.97. Lion Brand Landscapes, which is like my favorite yarn ever. Ever. I love this stuff. It's a roving style yarn. I know you've had me show you before. I know that I've talked at length about it before. And what I found was they were clearancing out maybe 50 to 60% of the colors, but they're keeping some, like I forget the name of it, but the grays tones, they're keeping that. They're keeping Apple Orchard one, which is the one with the blue, reds, and greens, and like dark brown color. Can't think off the top of my head. I think they're keeping Boardwalk, which is like the pinks and bright blues and everything, bright yellows. Can't remember which all they're keeping, but what they were not keeping, I got at least a couple of each color, if not more. Let me see if I can separate these real quick so I'm not showing you guys the same thing. I think I only got 2 of these, and this one is Rainforest. Yeah, this one's the Rainforest one, which I've had before. I've used it. I made a hat last summer. If you had been watching my videos, you would have seen that. I did a Stormy Waters hat in this. Some people say that there's not quite enough yarn in each ball of landscape for a hat, which there is. It's 100% acrylic, and it is, I'm trying to find the yardage in here. Where is it? 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 147 yards, or 137 meters. So some people were saying for like, I think it was for the Divine hats for sure, there just wasn't quite enough. But I find for the Stormy Waters hats, there's enough in a ball to make a Stormy Waters hat. I don't know if it's because I make it a little small, and that doesn't really bother me personally because I have a tiny baby head, or if, I don't know, if you wanted to make it bigger, maybe there wouldn't be quite enough, but and I already had some of these, but if they're clearancing it out, so I had to get more, right? I mean, I don't need yarn, but like I needed this, right? Anyway, so I got the Rainforest, and then I got, did I only get one of these? A couple of them I only got like one of, just to make sure that I had this color. Maybe, no, yeah, I only got one of these. This one is Wildflowers. See, there's like a purpley in here, like a purpley pink, but then there's like greens and like an indigo blue or whatever, indigo purple, whatever, and like a light blue. It's really pretty. So I got one of those. I'm pretty sure I already have more of that. I'm pretty sure I have more of each one of these, but I could be wrong, or I could have used it. I think I only got one of this one. This one's Meadow. See, there's like a really light, like a gray right here, and there's light blues, and there's more of like a robin's egg blue, and there's some greens, and there's like really rich tan brown right here. I got one of those, and then how many of you did I get? Okay, I got 2 of these. Sand Dune, which is like a very tonal, just tonal brown. One of the browns is almost a greenish brown. For the most part, it's all just browns. There we go. So you can see that. It's beautiful. This would go really pretty with the, you remember on Deal Genius, on the Deal Genius video that I did, I got just a plain pumpkin colored. This would go really pretty with that. Like, I might do that. And I really need to go back to this Michaels. I had only bought a few because of my paycheck, and I wanted to see if they had more later. So I really need to go back and see if they have more. I don't need it. I don't need it. But I really want it. And then I got 2 of Coral Reef, which I know I have 1 or 2 of, but it's really pretty. I would almost say autumnal if I dare. But there is some kind of like pinks in it. There we go. See that pretty? There's like a darker gray right here, and then there's like a purple and a pink, and then there's a peach, and there's gold colored. There's some green peeking out. You can see the green right there. So there we go. I don't know if you guys like that or not, but I love it. I think it's beautiful. And the last one that I got was 2 of these guys, which are called Skyline. There we go. See that really pretty? There's grays in that, and then there's tans, and there's different colors of blues, and it's just really pretty yarn, really pretty. I thought that I had gotten the one that is like different tones of blue, but maybe that's one of the ones that weren't on clearance, so they're going to keep that one around for a while. But anyway, so yeah, I went a little bit, well, okay, I was going to tell you in the video that I went a little bit crazy, but then I went to Joann's. So you have to stay tuned to the next video for that one. But most of this stuff was on clearance. And then, like I said, I just really liked the wool-like. I really liked that to go with the brown one that I have already. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed my little haul from Michael's, mostly clearance haul. And you can go out maybe and still get some for yourself. I know there's bigger Michael's than the ones that I had around, and there's probably less shopped ones than the ones that I have around. So yeah, go out and see if you can find some deals too. And I will just see you in the next video. I'm going to do back-to-back ones, I think, and maybe get them uploaded tonight, hopefully, fingers crossed. And then this weekend I can get a podcast done, because I have been working through a little bit more besides, just a little, because if you saw my very last video when I found the big Joann's up in Muskegon, Michigan, Damon and I went on a road trip, and we went up to the UP, and it was a lot of fun, and I'll talk about that more in the podcast probably, but anyway, so hopefully you liked my yarn, and hopefully you get some yarn, and I would love to know like what kind you get. I'd love to know what your favorite color of landscape is that I've shown you, or maybe if you like a different one, because I'm obsessed with it. But I will just see you in the next video and stop rambling, and until then, I love you guys, and thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you later. Bye!